Hello and welcome. My name is Todd Perry and I'm here to talk to you about what I talked about in the first EBB webinar, and that is filtering your emails and keeping your email account clean. This is very important because if you don't clean out your email account, then you will end up losing the accounts that you signed up for, the mailers that you signed up for. You'll lose your account in those. And the reason you'll lose it because your emails will start bouncing. So you got to be able to clean it out. And you also need to create your filters to make sure that you're getting the credit links to where you can either forward them over to the EBB mail reader or just click them within the site, within your email account. Now, to filter out just the credit links, open up an email, scroll down, and copy the credit link. And you copy the credit link, and you scroll back up, and you click over here, and you want to filter messages like these. Take out the email where it says has the words. You want to paste that link. And everything after the PHP you want to get rid of. And if you do a search, they all come up just the same. So then you create your filter. Now, you don't want to create just a label. You don't want to put them in a label. You want a filter. And the way to create a filter to where you get all the emails to go into that label is very simple. You click create a filter. You can skip the inbox. You apply a label. But you never send it to spam. And you apply to all those that match it. I always click never mark as important because a credit link to me is not important. And then you create your label. For the name of the mailer. Click create. Now that created the label. Now we're going to create the filter. And once I create the filter, it's going to take a couple minutes to go through and grab them all and move them over into the filter. Now, it's important to filter these out because you can filter these to where you have just the credit links going in one folder. Then you can filter it to where you have your referrals, notifications going into a folder. You can have your your commissions going into a label. And it makes it so much easier to find these emails. So if I go down here, there's Safe as King. There's 1,552 of them in there. Well, I'm going to show you this little trick on how to filter them out. How to get rid of them. Because you're not going to click that many. I tend to leave at least 100 emails in each folder. Or I try to. But you can go to the oldest. Actually, we're going to go here first. And we're going to go to settings. And in your settings right here where it says maximum page size, you want to set that to 100. And you want to go back once that's set to 100. And you can click on oldest, hover over the number here, and you can delete them 100 at a time. Or you can, see, that's just going to delete the 63 that are there. And then this is going to delete from 1401 to 1500. So you can delete them 100 at a time, or you can drop this down in the label here where it says greater than, date within, and you can say, okay, let's say the 19th, and you click search. Now, this after I want to take away, and I want to hit 4/9/19, and then I want to hit enter. And that's going to show all the mails, that's going to sort all the mails from before the 19th. Then I'm going to click here and I'm going to select all, and I'm going to delete. And it's going to delete all the emails in this label, in this filter, that are before 9/19. See, it just went down to 118. So now there's only 118 left, and they're all only from the 19th and the 20th and the 21st. Let me show you that again. I'll go to this one. Rodeo mailer. I go to the oldest, and I can delete them 100 at a time. I can delete them all by select all messages in Rodeo mailer, but right now I'm only going to do 100 at a time until I get down to 100. If it's a mailer that you don't use or don't need to click credits for, you can just delete them all. But you really should go and read some of them, because others are reading yours, so you should read theirs. Okay, Safe List Extreme. I know I don't need any credits in Safe List Extreme, so I'm just going to select them all, and I'm just going to delete it, and that's going to delete them all in that label. Now, when it comes to being online, you really should have 5 email addresses. And the reason you should have 5 email addresses is because you need 2 of them for the mailers and Safe List. Safe List, you normally need 2. 2 email addresses. You need a contact email and you need a list email. Now, with me, let me pull this folder, this file over here. I need a list email, and a contact email. And I'm going to bring this up. And you need at least 5 email addresses. You need a list email, contact email. You need your PayPal email. Does not get used for anything but receiving You don't use it to sign up to anything. Okay, and then you have program email. Programs like EBB, to command post, stuff like that. Then you have your personal email. You don't use your personal email for signing up to programs or for your PayPal account or for your contact or your list email. You just don't do that. Your personal email is for your personal stuff, like if you sign up for a credit agency to monitor your credit, that's your personal email. That's the email you use for that. Or for family, you give your family and your friends that email address. You don't give that to people that you work with online. That's your personal email. Keep that personal. Your list email, you can be your name, list at gmail.com. Contact can be your name contact at gmail.com. It just whatever. Just name one of them list, one of them contact. But you only want to use these for safe lists. You don't want to use them for mailers. I see that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Well, you need another one. You need 6 because you need one for TE email for the TEs, and that could be your name TE mails or whatever you want to call it. But you want to separate them. You want to separate your TE, the mails you get from the TEs from your mailers. The mailers and safe lists, you should only use 2 email addresses for them. One for your TEs, one for your PayPal, one for your programs, and then you have your personal email. But these are all used online. These are the only emails that you should use online. You can have email for each program you sign up to. That's fine. But you need these 5 emails. Now, let's get back to this. You can filter out all of these. You just have to pick certain things out of the email. It's like, let's see, let's go down here because ListJo's a good one to do. And I'm going to open this email and you see, this just says click here to earn credits. So there's no link that you can click. And if you just put this in a filter, it's going to bring up all kinds of other stuff. And I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to go here. Actually, scroll up. I'm going to go over here and we're going to hit filter messages like these. We're going to take the ListJo out and we're going to put this in. And we're going to search. And see how that comes up with all kinds of different mailers. Now, you want this to be just for ListJo. So that's fine. You go over here to the front, you type in listjo.com. And why did I put listjo.com? Because listjo.com is actually in the body of that email. And if I click search, it's all ListJo. And you can do that with a lot of different sites. It's like the most difficult one that I came across was European. Because European doesn't have their name in here. So you can filter it out in a couple ways. You can filter it out by copying this and then copying this and you scroll up here and you filter messages like this, and I put that in there, and I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to search, and that's going to bring up all my credit mails for European. So, filtering out emails is important because it also makes it easier for you to clean out your email account. Now, the other thing, when you clean out your email account, you also need to go over here to your trash. And you need to empty your trash. Because that trash also counts towards your total usage. I don't know if you can see that down there, but it's down there. It says I'm using 4% on my 15 gigabytes. But that trash counts against that. Once you get rid of that trash, then this percentage will go down. Now, once you get done with this, with setting up your folders, you can filter them over to the ones that you want. You can filter them over to the mail reader in EBB. And you filter them over to this email address. And that'll put them in here. And the way you do that is when you're creating before you create your filter, you want to go here to Settings. And you want to go to Filtering and pop IMAP. You want to add a forwarding address. You want to put that email in that you get from right here. You add the forwarding address, you go back here, and you go to, you go right here. You go right here to the mail reader, and it's going to send you an email to confirm that you want to receive that email over here, that it's okay to forward it. So you want to go in here and you want to find that email, load more. If it says that you have it in here, just hit load more, and it's going to load them. Okay, it's loading them now. So you wait till it comes up. And refresh the page. Okay, and all there, so you would have had it. So you just read it, and you click the link that's in it to confirm it. And then you want to turn this off. You want to disable forwarding because you're just going to use it in a filter. And then in your filters, you just set it up to like this. It's going to skip the inbox, it's going to apply the label, and it's going to forward it, and it's never going to send a spam and never going to mark important. And that's how it looks. That's how it looks. You'll drop this down and select the email address, and that's how it looks. Skip, apply the label, forward. Now you actually have a filter. That's a filter. A label is just a label. It means that they're in a label, but they still go into your inbox. That's just a label. Alright. I think that's it for this video. And hope you enjoy your day.